Welcome to the famous Orphanage in Gettysburg. This place has definitely got a lot of stories going on, and we're here to see if any of them are true or if we can back them up in any way.
The orphanage is pretty much infamous in Gettysburg for how haunted it's reported to be. And of course, after the Jenny Wade house, we went over there with Heather to finish our night of investigating for paranormal activity. And the places to investigate are part of the first floor in the basement.
So the building was there before the war, but soon after the war there were many orphans and they needed a place to be housed, and this building became that.
Now, the reason the orphanage exists is because of this photograph found clutched in the hand of a man who died on the battlefield. He died in the northern portion of town. The mother was found, and her name was Felinda Humiston. So the three children and their mother moved to Gettysburg, and she became the first matron of the orphanage, and it was fine. It went very well until she remarried and left with two of her three children, and Rosa Carmichael came in.
Obviously the stories about Rosa and the children are enough to make your hair stand up on end.
There's even one set of shackles and wire still attached to the basement wall, and that's the last original piece they have there of the horrors that went on, and that's why it seems to have led to a haunting.
These photographs were actually found here at the staircase just outside when they tore the old parts down. These three photos were found. Wow. This is a hunk of wood that was found upstairs, and the craftsman actually signed his name to it.
Oh, nice.
And you can see it's dated August 4, 1865.
Wow. That's fun.
And then this is a jaw harp, kind of the predecessor to the harmonica.
In that basement is a pit. It's just like a little tiny doorway with a step up into a tiny chamber, and that is apparently where kids were chained up or locked up and kept as punishment.
This would have been considered solitary confinement, and you guys will see when it's dark why it's solitary confinement, because it's, yeah.
That's something.
So Amy decided to crawl right into the hole. Heather and I stayed upstairs as quiet as possible, and we could hear everything through the floor.
And I'd only sat there a few minutes when the EMF meter kicked off.
And Heather will go all the way upstairs to the room upstairs.
Wait, are you going first?
I'm going.
She's going first.
All right, Amy.
Long time.
See you guys.
Good luck.
Thanks, man. I hope I don't get thrown.
Wow. This is an EMF meter. This is the light. I'm crawling in. Yeah, it's pretty dark. I'm just gonna sit on the ground. It's an EMF meter and a digital recorder. Hello? It's not my phone. Now keep in mind, this thing's going off, but I am not gonna know. There's no way for me to know if this is something unexplainable. There's no way for me to know. This literally might not be a good thing to use, because look what I'm sitting under. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off because I don't know if that's you or not, but this little red light. You come around here to where all these lights are, we can talk. Can you make a noise for me? How many years did you live here? I'm all dirt. That was rough.
What's your name?
I think I'm being gathered to the surface. There's a lot of noise contamination between the floors, and you're right next to one of the main streets, Baltimore Street of Gettysburg, so there is noise contamination. It's hard to tell if it's an EVP or if it's not. We then moved into like the main portion of the basement where a lot of activity is reported, and some of it very physical. Heather decided to sit at the wall where the original shackles or hobbles were placed at one point and hold on to the metal. And it seems perhaps she might have made a connection. She is pretty sensitive, and what came out of the spirit box a few times definitely surprised us.
Here I am, having a good time in this place, and it's, I guess, kind of easy for me to forget that a child was tortured in the spot that I'm sitting in right now. Someone probably sat down here for, who knows, a day, 2 days, a week. Oh, wait, gotta turn this thing on.
That just said hi.
In the child's voice.
What did you hear?
Hi.
Hello? Is there anyone here with us right now? Can you tell us your name? Do you want to hurt us? What did Ryan do to deserve that? Oh, what was that?
I don't know. Shit.
Is there anyone with us right now? I heard something there. Ooh. Oh. I felt something bump my boot. Are you touching me? I'm gonna let go of that thing because it's really rusty and it's digging into my hand.
I'll leave some of that energy on you.
My hand is very warm.
Rosa, are you here?
Ooh, I thought I heard a woman's voice. Well,
Rosa.
Rosa, I'm a small girl and I'm over here at the corner. Did I do something to deserve to be punished by you? Are you going to punish one of us? Is that your Gettysburg?
I heard blood sport, so
Blood
I
sport?
we'll take my word
Oh,
for it.
I
wow.
heard no children.
Wow. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. All right.
Why do those children deserve to be punished? What did you think you heard?
I don't know where.
Did you? Ryan, did I hear Heather?
Maybe.
Who's the man that's with us right now? You don't have to be scared.
Now let's not worry about the bad lady.
Ooh! I heard like this strange voice and then I just got chills all over. What happened to you here, being shackled, that's never going to happen to you again. Lots of people are going to make sure that never happens to you again.
We kept hearing what sounded like children's voices coming through the spirit box, which, you know, in the place we are, you have to think maybe it could be actual paranormal activity. I was sitting in the same spot where our guide for the night had told us a story about another fella named Brian, ironically, being picked up and pinned against the wall and possibly thrown. And so I decided to sit there during that whole session, and nothing happened.
Did you want to try your box thing down here?
I was thinking about trying the Estes method.
Let's do that.
I gotta go grab the stuff. So it was my turn to crawl into the hole, and I decided to try the Estes method in there, which may or may not have been a good idea. I get several crazy responses. I was very uncomfortable in there not because of anything paranormal, but because I did not want to sit down on the dirt floor.
Ryan, your camera died.
Oh, it didn't?
Yeah, it turned off on its own.
Really? Do we still have one
How
camera?
long ago did it die, though?
That's a fresh battery.
Yeah, you're at half, and I'm at like quarter.
Okay, then roll it.
That's weird.
Oh man, here we go.
So Ryan's gonna go sensory deprivation. But hey, at least you're not completely alone. Like, we're here, you know.
Exactly.
We're here. But if anything touches you, feel free to scream like a little girl.
Indeed.
Or don't we ask the questions?
Yeah.
Out,
Oh, really?
please.
Really? We're doing that already? You want us out? Are you upset with us already? Or do you just want to get out?
Who's in the room with us right now?
Kids.
What? Are you serious?
How many kids? How many are you? How many of them are you?
Bad.
What's bad? Who's bad?
Get out.
We're not leaving.
Sorry. We're gonna stay here a little longer.
We're gonna keep these kids
Look
safe.
at you.
Who's looking at us?
Rosa, is this you?
Hey, you.
Hi.
Hi. What are our names, if you can see us? We introduced ourselves. What's our names?
Do any of you remember Felinda Humiston? That's noise from upstairs.
Oh. Your loved one.
Okay.
Who's my loved one? What's their name? I got chills all down my legs.
That was weird. If that's not...
Get out.
We're not leaving.
That's the third time you've tried that, but we're not going to go anywhere.
We're not leaving.
It ain't funny.
No, it's really not. That's
It's
why
not a
people
funny
come
place.
here. Because what happened here was so not funny that it's absurd.
Back.
All right, you know... Who are we bothering right now?
Who have we upset?
How long were
Ugly.
Which one are you calling ugly?
Do you think he's ugly?
I love you.
Well, I love you too.
This is a lot of mixed feelings.
Yeah, I mean, you hate us,
Mixed
you want us to
signals.
get out, you love us? Or someone needs our help, or someone wants to hurt us.
In here.
Where are you?
Oh, you guys, my battery just dropped to like 0 and it's blinking. And that is absolutely absurd. Wow, okay.
Are you draining our batteries? What are you gonna do with that energy?
Gotta do something now. Is there something you can do to the man in the hole? It's a horrible statement to make, but
Fuck that, I feel something next to me. Are you sure there's nothing going on next to me?
you have a pipe. I promise.
I'm just really feeling like there's somebody next to me.
Oh, this is really weird that I put a fresh battery in less like what now?
What's the name of the man in the hole?
Go.
Alright, don't bother Ryan anymore. You know, he doesn't mean you no harm.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Are you surviving? Because
Stay close to me.
you started to worry us a little bit there.
why?
Were you just uncomfortable or something
Yes.
messing with you?
Oh,
Uncomfortable, but that one, I can't remember what it said, but it sent a shockwave through me.
Really?
Was
I
that
haven't
the
had one
one-
of those in a while where it's like my whole body just like whoa, vibrated.
was that the one where you said your loved ones?
Yes.
Because that was a little
Oh.
weird.
It took me a second to recount it, but it's just it's like a rush. It's crazy. Yeah, I gotta get out of this hole.
Yeah, come on out.
Very uncomfortable.
So what is next, dude? I'm telling you, that something. This whole time, I've been so freaked out, feeling like there's somebody there, like watching me, like peeking over. It was really fucking with me. Like I couldn't take it anymore.
I did get one response in particular that was very interesting. It said your loved ones, and that voice was clear and loud, and definitely gave me the chills.
You know, it's always a little strange to use the Estes method and see what happens. And a lot more of the responses that Ryan said were more direct and a little more conversational than I would have thought in that place. It didn't seem overtly haunted or foreboding. But that experiment really, it leaves a lot to be questioned, and it makes me more curious. Now, we like to use the FLIR indoor, outdoor, doesn't matter. And now and again it gets something that just seems a little odd.
If he reaches out his hand, can we touch it?
Come on and touch my hand. I'll help you. It's okay.
Is there anything over there? Anything in the corner that can manifest? I tend not to ask for things to manifest because I don't know.
I don't know what will manifest.
I don't know what comes of that. I don't know if my words have any meaning.
I know there's a lot of energy in that spot, a lot of pain. Is there anyone still lingering around in that pain?
This was the boys' dormitory. It was the other building. I'm pretty sure that was the girls' one. You can't even hear crickets down here.
This is the most quiet I've experienced all day. It's amazing how quiet it is down here. I'm really surprised.
Wow.
Oh, here's a ball. Here, I'll roll the ball around. Maybe you can roll it back to us. Can you roll it back to us? Then I'll roll it back to you. Wow, it's really going. Whoa, it is really going. That's crazy. I didn't realize that room was this slanted. You want to roll it back to us and I'll throw it back to you?
If you move that ball, I'll give you $1.
buy a lot of candy at the candy store down the street with $1. Well, maybe. back in those days,
Right,
$1
I'm gonna
would give
assume.
you a whole sack of candy.
Right, you could buy that whole store with $1.
How about $20? Will you move it for 20?
This.
Please move the ball.
Are we bothering you?
What the fuck was that noise?
That was him like getting up there.
Move the ball, please.
Do you not like that one? Because there's other toys on the table to pick from. Maybe we could turn on this Fury box and ask them and they'll say
Super
I
sweaty.
want the door. Yeah, like,
Super sweaty.
You're sweaty?
I'm
Yeah.
freezing.
I'm fairly neutral, just cellar cold. This is now a 15-minute video on the Tilly. With the other 3,000, I'm not sure. There's a little bit of undulation of light, but with the there's a little bit of undulation of light. I think it's adjustment.
Oh yeah, you're talking about what's right over
Just
there.
a little bit, and it's just. There was definitely a flash right in this area, though. Is your camera recording?
Yeah, it's gonna die soon. Is yours rolling?
No, it's dead. It
Oh.
turned off when we were over there.
I
was
got
like,
the only footage here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have this on FLIR. That's weird as hell.
We're close to the end anyways, right?
But that's
4:30. Jeez.
So the light anomaly is odd, especially knowing it's picking up a heat signature. And it's not something that had a light source because it's not something we saw in the moment.
And this orphanage in particular, the history that's contained within, you can definitely feel that, and it's very visceral. So this concludes our adventure in Gettysburg, and I must say, we came away with some amazing pieces of evidence, perhaps. I don't like using the word evidence, but it's definitely unexplained things that we were able to document and capture.
And I'm incredibly grateful that we got to experience Gettysburg with Heather, who is so talented.
Working with Heather was very enjoyable, very interesting to see how she approaches investigating, and watching her at work in cemeteries, taking photos and whatnot. She's really a force of nature and a really good person.
And she knows what she's doing when it comes to investigating the paranormal.
Okay, there's an urban legend at the Jenny Wade house when you put your ring finger through the hole, the bullet hole. What happens if you touch the shackles at the orphanage?
Nothing good, I'm sure.
Oh, no, we gotta come up with something here.
We need to make our own urban legend?
Yeah, why not? We could be the first.
If you touch the shackles, you will be free from.
Children?
You won't have any children.
Free.
No children.
Sorry.